Neither I believe in good luck nor bad luck, but it's a fact that you can't choose everything that happens in your life. We cannot have a absolute control, total control over what happens to us. But on the other hand, we can choose our reaction to everything that happens to us. Pay attention because this truth is transformative for your life. I will start by telling you a story. Perhaps you have already watched a movie called Man of Honor. It's being released around 15 years ago, based on a real story of a black man in the United States. His name was Carl Brashear. He applied for the Divers United States Navy School. But the only problem was that no black man in the history of the United States Navy had graduated as a chief combat diver, which was what he longed for. So the film tells the many obstacles he faced because of racism. In fact, few people know that a Brazilian supported him in this trajectory, called Alberto José de Nascimento, a pioneer in diving in Brazil. It's not shown in the movie, but he was essential on the support that he gave to Carl Brashear on the diving school, because he was rejected by the instructors and colleagues, and everything conspired against him, so he would not pass, not even get to the point on going through the tests that he would graduate as a diver, but due to pure prejudice and the resistance suffered in the diving school. But he was determined. And despite everything he suffered, he did not show hatred against people. His reaction to all that he suffered was not to grab a board, to go on the streets, to do some riots. What he decided to do is to turn everything that happened against him into fuel for him to win. There's a phrase in the movie from his girlfriend: "Why do you want this so much? Why do you insist on this so much?" And he says, "Because they told me I can't. That's why I insist on it so much." In other words, all that they would do against him was nothing more than fuel for him to keep on trying even more. In other words, he had no control over the prejudice, racism, colleagues, or the manipulation he suffered in all the tests he did for him to fail. He had control over none of this, but he had control over his own reaction. And because of his reaction, he overcame. He became the first black chief combat diver in the Navy, with honors. And even after an accident in which he lost part of his leg, which was supposed for him to give up with that, because he already had been included in history, he kept on diving, something that was impossible for any type of person, for any type of body, race, but he did it. Even without half of his leg, he managed to keep on diving. Anyway, it's worth watching the movie. The movie is called Man of Honor. It's worth watching because it's a real story and shows us the reaction that a person can have that can transform everything in their lives. So understand there are certain things that happens to your life you will never be able to choose. But the majority, you can choose. The majority of things that happens to you were provoked by you. It's the law of sowing and reaping. You choose what happens because you sow the seed of the fruits that you're reaping in your life. For example, there's the law of sowing and reaping. If you don't take care of your health up front, you will reap some sort of disease because you didn't take care of your health now, in your youth. Many people of advanced age suffer because they did not care for their health in their youth. They thought that their health would be forever. They didn't care for it. And now they are suffering. Because of who? Because of themselves. They sowed and now they're reaping. For example, if you betray your partner, so most probably you're going to reap divorce, separation, at least a very strong tribulation, hard for you to overcome. But you sow betrayal, so you are in control of this. Many family disgraces will happen because of a betrayal. Children will suffer too. They had no choice over that. But the children can have a different reaction. I can speak about that because my parents divorced because of a betrayal. So the reaction you have for what happened to you, this you can choose. You can choose. Even in regards to the things that you didn't choose to happen to you, you don't choose the skin complexion you were born with, the family that you were born with, the place, the nationality. You didn't choose any of this. Maybe you didn't choose the government that others, the majority chose. You didn't choose the government that is over you. Because others, that were more numerous than you, they chose that, and you have to subject to that. So we don't choose many things in life. We don't choose if it's going to be sunny or rainy, but we choose the reactions to it. And what will be your reaction to what happened and to what is happening to you, that you had no choice over it? What will be your reaction? Here is the key to the difference in results in people's lives. Some will cry in a corner, and others will sell handkerchiefs. Am I right? That's how it is in life. You choose the reactions you have for everything that happens to you. In everything, you are in control to determine. We have wonderful stories of people who survived the Holocaust, situations that people went through that we cannot even imagine, things that they went through, experienced, saw, and survived. But why did they survive? Because of the mental fortitude, the fortitude of the human spirit that led them to decide not to give up, nor to give in. So in you, there's strength and weakness. You have both in you. You have the determination and the giving up. You have both things in you. Which one are you going to use before what is happening to you? Will you squash in a corner and cry and build hatred towards everybody? Or are you going to move ahead and use everything that happened to you as a fuel to overcome, not for vengeance, but to overcome? How will you react? Reaction determines what people call luck or bad luck. There are many people out there who have been successful in life, were lucky, but they didn't see their fights and battles. And many complaining that they had bad luck, but they don't pay attention to the reactions that they have for everything that happens. Wake up for this reality, for this fact, because what I'm telling you, it's not an idea. It's a fact. Whether you accept this and take advantage of this, or you are crushed by this fact. If today's video helped you and you know someone that could benefit from it, share it with them, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may do so now. See you later.